Hello folks, welcome to episode 1 of our 19th season here at RFC Liege. This is still in FM21. Can't let go of this series. So we start out this new season and my god, finances continue to be the big problem. It would just be nice to get our UAE benefactors back again, but no, we've got our miserable Belgian owners now. Yeah, so it may look like, wow, we're doing really well. £3.6 million in the bank. This looks good. Well, our club has taken out an £11 million loan to deal with the massive problems with finances that we had. So you can see that has added an additional monthly payment of 43k per month, which goes up to now 130k as our total repayments to the banks. One of these will be up at the end in 2 years' time, and then in a couple of years after that, the second and most expensive of those will be up. But this one is a bit of a bugger, this additional one. But they have put money in, and we have got money in the bank, but the club are completely refusing to add anything into the transfer budget. They're completely refusing to add anything into the wage budget. I've tried absolutely anything to get that to change this, and they are basically refusing to do anything in terms of transfers. So I had a loan signing that I was trying to bring in. The most they would allow me to offer was £350 a week. You can't get a player at this level for that. I mean, I was only asking about £800 a week, but they would not stretch to that. And this has made it really difficult because we don't have really any way to bring players in of any slight quality. And that's a real issue. So we'll have a look at the transfer business. We have started the season already. We're coming back for the fourth game of the season, so you'll see, or fifth game, so you'll see how we started. And we'll kind of think about how on earth we get around this, because it's not easy. There is a possibility, but it's not necessarily the solution I want. So let's have a look at players who've gone out. You can see 4 players who you might know pretty well. Some of them are Skokorski. The helicopter has gone. He's gone to Dender. I think it was the right time for him to leave. He's 28. He probably, if I'd have known we were going to have such issues, I would have probably looked to keep him, because we really are lacking in defenders and I just can't bring anyone in. Thierry, I think this is definitely a good move to get rid of him. He just wasn't getting games at the club. I mean, he's certainly not a poor player, is he? Looking at him, maybe I should have given him a chance. I don't know. Picard, he's finally reached the end of his time here. We don't have enough left backs at the club. That's another issue. And Hannah Say, who really didn't get much chance at the club, but he has moved on to Patra Eisden, and hopefully he does well there. Additional players who have gone out, you can see a couple of youngsters, Durand and Dicundia, have left on freeze. Gerard, and I think you knew about this already, has gone to Mouscron for 71k. And then we got a bunch of loan signings who have left: Amissi, Valette, Hagelstein and Guagan. Both of those last two have been kicking up a bit of a stink about not getting involved, so I thought that was good. So that's pleased things. And this is someone, Pinot, a left back, so who we've sold for 170k. Maybe this was a bad move, and this is before I realised that I wasn't able to bring in someone else, because he might have sorted us out actually at left back. He might have been actually a decent option to bring in, but it is what it is. That's what we've got. Players in, only 2 players in. Peter Williams, he was sorted out before all these problems. Good signing, really happy with him coming in. Not had a great start to the year, unfortunately. Don't let that be a reflection as to what we think has happened this season. It's not been as bad as that, but hopefully we can get him sort of going and get him almost as good as he was last year, because he certainly made a big splash last year. And Tobias Kraus, a German left back, this is all I could do. I'm pretty pleased with the signing, pretty damn pleased with this signing. We had to pay over the odds in terms of wages because I could not afford any sort of not sell on fee, but the fee you have to pay them and their agent when a lot of free transfers sign, whatever that's called, can't remember. Signing on fee, there we go. But he is fast. I think he is going to develop into a very good player. I'm pretty happy with this signing. But he doesn't speak French, and so he's learning. He is learning that. He's just can only speak German. So 2 pretty decent signings in, but the squad I wanted a lot more than that. And the squad it's thin. It's paper thin. As you can see, the bench is full of youngsters. Praveen is the right back who actually he's played a few games, done okay. He's certainly going to be playing more this season. But you can also see the likes of Whitaker, Maru, Yildiz, Kukovic, who are all youngsters. Dreisen, who are all youngsters who are just padding out the squad. And we are going to have to be playing some of these youngsters more often. We've had lots of injuries. It doesn't look as bad as it was, but I mean, Dreisen's out for about 3 months. Rico Bailey has just been out injured. We've had Otto injured recently. We've had Robert suspended from the end of last season, so he's only just back. Van Hoot, he's playing his first game of the season because he got an injury right at the start of the season. Not good when you don't have a left back. And Julian has started the season terribly, so it's not great. It's not great. So let's have a look how things have started, and you can see we've played 4 games, and a really good opening victory against Beerschot. This is the team that beat us, thrashed us twice last season, so this was particularly sweet. Valencic, Wapatale, Udar with a couple of goals, lovely second goal, little dink over the keeper, and they got a player sent off late on. Played really well. Attacking wise, we were strong. We did give away maybe 1 or 2 more chances than I'd like, but I was pretty pleased with that. Then we played Ghent. And this was disappointing because we were keeping up with them up until they scored their goal. It was a really crap goal, ball in, and the goalkeeper should have run out and just caught it. It was just a deep cross, and there was no way that the player who scored it had any right to get anywhere near it. But yeah, frustrating with that. And then a late goal in the first half, which. It was one of those where they came in with that very tight angle at the near post, and it kind of bounced around after the goalkeeper made the save and ended up in front of one of their players. So a bit unlucky. Second half they dominated and we struggled to get back into it. But it was a good first half, and we did cause them some trouble. We then played STVV at home. Rico Bailey scored an early goal, but you can see what the problem was here. We had Rico Bailey scored his goal and then got injured immediately afterwards, which wasn't great. We also had injuries to Otto, Julian later in the game as well. And yeah, we struggled to deal with those injuries and remain an attacking force. STVV deserved the win, I think, but I was a little frustrated the way the game kind of developed in terms of just all of our players just getting injuries. Udar, not a great game for him. And then we just played Mechelen. This was an interesting game because we were away from home, and I tried a different sort of approach. We've been trying to play creative football, and what I thought we should do here, after about 35 minutes of us not really being involved in the match at all, was to play to our strength, which is Udar. And Udar, his strength is pace and getting past the defence. So we went for a formation or a tactic which was going to be completely based on trying to get the ball long over them and just be defensively solid at the back. And it was amazing how many chances we created like that. Not like vast amount, but there was a lot more than we were doing when we were trying to play through them. So that was kind of interesting, and it's certainly something we've got now in the bag to go back to. So a couple of goals from Van Dam, did really well. I don't know why he was on the penalties, but he just stood up and took the penalty, scored it, so it was fine. And another goal, really nice header, and Udar then had the ball over the top and no, it was Valencic, the ball over the top to Valencic, and he just put it inside to Udar, who literally walked it into the back of the net. Not seen that before in FM. Okay, so that's where we are. We're playing Vaslan Beveren today, which is a game against a team that I'm hoping we should be able to get something against. And now let's have a look at the tactic that we are playing currently. It's a little bit different from what you've seen before. This kind of version of the tactic looks very similar. I'm playing these two, one behind the other. I'm not sure if it makes any difference, but the one thing I have been doing is bringing these two back, so there is a sort of more of a flat three in midfield rather than being up there. So we'll see whether we do that. And the other tactic, another sort of formation that we've been playing, and this is this long ball formation. You can see it's sort of direct passing. You can see where we've got these, the lines have been kind of tightened together, and there's a lot of space in behind. We've got distribute over the top. We've taken the be more expressive off, and I guess the other thing that we've done is get stuck in as well. So we're getting the ball back and then we're chucking it over the top and creating chances. It's a very different formation and type of setup than we've had before. You can see here on this right side we've got Van Dam, who is going to be playing more on the right side because Julian is playing wider, so this gives us a little bit of width, and we've got a box to box, so actually all of this is covered, and we got, I think it's a pretty decent formation, but and it certainly worked in that first game. So we are not going to be playing that one though. I want to play this one because we're playing Vaslan Beveren. I want to create some chances, maybe go two up top. Otto's not been great to start the season, but he's not really been fit yet. Okay, so Van Hoot's getting his first game of the season. Let's get into it. Okay, so formation we are going to go with. We're going to play Udar up top. We've got Valencic, Van Dam, and Julian as the attacking three midfielders. Jacquot and Wilhelms just behind him is our midfield. Van Hoot, Canna, Wapatale, and Rice across the back line, and Kramer in goal. So in the chat below, let me know what you think the score is going to be, and we'll see if you're anywhere near that. Okay, here we go. I think we're going to start positively, and we've got a couple of things to sort of talk about as we go as well, in relation to how we sort out our finances. But let's start with an encourage, and we'll pick up. Well, Starkey, it looks like they've got a chance early on. Amelia. Put the pressure on them. Let's force them all the way back to Van Dam. They've got a Van Dam in goal. And there's only one Van Dam. We know about that. Valencic, who I think is such an important player for us. I was really happy to be able to extend his loan. I guess... Oh, it's Uda! Van Dam just put it behind their entire back line, and Uda stayed where he was. Their back line kind of stepped backwards and gave him the chance, but he had to finish it off. Lovely play to Jacquot. Van Dam on the left side for some reason. Yeah, and I don't know what their centre-back was doing. I guess he thought that the ball was going to go in close to the goalkeeper, but I mean, yeah, it's onside, and that's a good start. But straight away, it is a chance here, or it's a goal. Kickoff highlight is the word I'm trying to look for. Mulan. Camera. Come on. The ball is over the top, but Kana has got it. He's going to play a long ball. It's Uday, such an important player for us. And they're using the width. This is brilliant. Valencic. Oh, on his right foot. The man is not right-footed, really. I don't think he is. Is he right-footed? I always make a fool of myself. What's that? We're going to have a look. He might be, because he prefers to play as an inverted winger. He might be right-footed. He is right-footed. I really like this player. I would love to sign this player, but it's never going to happen, is it? So two good starts. Yeah. So while we've got a little break in play, not that that's happened for long, Rice Valencic loses the header. It's Van Hoot. So one possible way that we could make money here, as Canna puts the ball in, Jacques Watt, we've not seen him much, is cashing in on Uda. And I'm not sure if that is in any way a good idea. Lost possession now. Milan were interested with him, and we have managed to extend his contract, and he's now a £28 million sell-on fee, if we or 20 minimum release clause. So if we can, if the offer came in, it's Uda, there it is, showing why it's important. If an offer came in for that sort of money, I don't think I've got a choice to sell. Currently, there's no one interested, but if they did make an offer, you would have to kind of think about it, wouldn't you? Uda, lovely ball through, and from Julian, and Uda, he does what he does best, and that is finish. So we've not had many chances, but we have created good quality chances. We like this. We'll encourage them. So let me know what you think about potentially selling Uda. I guess the idea then, you could then put the money into expanding the stadium. You expand the stadium, it allows you a little bit to get some more cash. Oh, it has gone in from Hugendorp. Mick Hugendorp. Yeah, so you'll get closer to being able to be more self-sufficient. But I don't know. Van Dam in goal, plays it long up the pitch, but Valencic picks it off. Back to Valencic, it's through, it's Van Dam. Oh no, it hit the bar. Oh, that was beautiful. That would have been such a good goal. Oh, nuts. We played really, really well in this first half. It's just a shame we've given away that one chance. Oh, that was just so frustrating. Just a little bit too excited about it, wasn't he? Well, Kramer at the back here plays it into Wapatale. This is another thing that's taken out in the long ball tactic. We're just basically lumping it. Well, we've lost the ball there. That's not ideal. Mulan. I'm starting to get a bit antsy about this because this is not slot camera. It just feels like one of these games where we don't. Something stupid's going to happen. Van Dam. Now he can put a good ball through. He does there. It's Uda, and Uda has a shot. I don't think he really had the angle for the finish there. We're up to second the way things are currently, which is ludicrous. Right, what do we do? We've got a lot of tired legs out there, and I'm a little worried about changing anyone too much in there. Valencic is doing well. I think we put Otto on, but we'll play him as a winger on attack. He does this quite well, so we'll see how that works. I'll take positive off. I don't know why we're still going positive. Throw in here. Claessens. Rice is trying to win the ball back off him. Mulan, ball in. Nicely done. Slot's got it now. This looks like it's a long highlight. It looks like it probably is going to turn into a goal for whoever gets it. It's Van Dam though. Van Dam's picked the pocket. Play the right ball, mate. It's into Uda. Oh, dear me. Well, Jacques Watt's looking a little bit tired. I think Mounier coming on there. That's an idea. Not sure if he's a box-to-box really, but he's going to play a lot more games this season. We've counted quite well actually today. There's been a few chances like that. So we got another sub to make. I think we only made 2. Bring Robert on. Well, there we go. It's he didn't actually get on in the end, Robert, but we have won that 2-1. Good victory, good performance. Did they deserve anything out of this? Not in the slightest. Udar, player of the match by far, but Van Dam, I think, did pretty well. At the back, I think there's still questions at the back. I think Valencic is looking a real player, and it's good to see Julan getting some game time and doing well. So here we go. As you can see, now Udar did win the top goal scorer last season, and he's certainly helping us again this year. We are in second place currently with that win over Vaslan Beveren. It is the Friday match, so the rest of the league still have to play. But we've got 9 points on the board at this stage. That's very good. Let's have a look in the league. We've got some games to play. I'm thinking, because I want to come back after a little bit of a gap, maybe that game against Kortrijk, or perhaps the game against Zultvargem, just to give me a chance to come back with that. You can see we are filling out our stadium, so if we do get a big lump of cash, then we will definitely. There's definitely reason to expand the stadium. So that the board can't say that, which is nice. But a good start to the season. 3 wins out of the first 5 games is pretty damn good. I think we'll be trying going back to our sort of, I don't know, maybe go to our long ball tactic against Union and see if they can break us down. It's interesting because they don't normally play this poor. The last 2 seasons they've done very well, but I'm not sure why that is. Anyway, folks, if you have enjoyed this, please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you are new, and come back next time as we hopefully will have continued this pretty good start to the season, even though our squad is paper thin. Folks, I'll see you then. Goodbye.